past. We have all of our photos as well. So yeah, anyone can join.
That's so great. And last question, what do you think the best part about the Asia Society is?
Making new friends, meeting new people, even different parts of the world. Like we met like a lot of people from China, Japan, stuff like last semester when they all graduated. Told us all about their life stories and where they came from. So it's pretty cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for telling us more about it and best of luck.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have fun going around here.
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
No problem.
Are you guys ready to be part of Biology Club? Because I'm not. Let's hear more about it. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So you guys are in front of this amazing Biology Club poster. Can you tell me about Biology Club?
Well, last semester we did yoga, we had a stack and study, we did essential oils. We went to the cadaver lab at Rutgers, so that's me holding a brain. And we had the dire wolves from Game of Thrones come too.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so this is crazy. So I am not a huge fan of biology, but I love yoga and essential oils.
Yeah.
So can anyone join this club even if they're not
Yeah,
like biology majors?
we want them to.
So yeah, anyone can join the club. You don't have to be a bio major or anything like that. It's for everyone that comes. We're doing studying sessions and stuff like that. We have free pizza, so all the good stuff.
Biology is like a really, obviously med school and everything's really hard to get into. So having all these extracurriculars on your resume can't hurt, right? Well,
All right, welcome inside the Robert J. Collins Arena in Lincroft, New Jersey, as we get ready to join the game already in progress. The first of our doubleheader tonight, Brookdale and Ocean County. All right, welcome inside the Robert J. Collins Arena here in Lincroft, New Jersey for another edition of Brookdale basketball here on BTV. A lot of technical errors tonight. We are working through them. We're going to join the men's game against Ocean County. Already in progress, Ocean County has a double-figure lead. We'll go back down to the court now and join the action. So again, Tim Califamo here live in the Robert J. Collins Arena tonight on Brookdale TV. Had a lot of technical issues to get going. When we started the game, we had a system crash about 2 minutes before our scheduled start. And it has been a back-and-forth game that we have seen so far. Ocean County opened up on a 7-0 run. They had a 7-point lead. Brookdale was able to answer back, and since then it has been a back-and-forth battle with Ocean County leading by 4 at halftime, but turnovers and Kyle McMahon have been the storylines in this game. Of course, Kyle McMahon, one of the starting 5 on the side for the Vikings, doing a fantastic job in this game. Had 12 points at halftime and has been able to continue to contribute on the side for Ocean County. There is Coach Chizak in his 28th season as head coach. I talked about him earlier on in the pre-recorded telecast, which will be merged with our live stream. That'll be posted on our YouTube page at Brookdale TV. 28th season as head coach, told me the keys to the game this evening are to play defense, and the team is going to substitute a lot. We have seen that quite often in this game. Substitutions have been kind of Brookdale's go-to strategy. Several different players getting time on the floor, and that has been one of the things that we've seen at different times this year for the Jersey Blues, but a strategy that Coach Chizak is going to try to keep it close tonight. So the first of our 2 double headers this evening, the Brookdale women's basketball team will be taking on Ocean County. The Vikings at approximately 7 o'clock. That'll also be here live on Brookdale TV. And with 11:18 to play here in the second half, I talked about Kyle McMahon leading the way for Ocean County, Victor Figueroa, John Duda, Carson, Francisco, and Anthony Pettit-Clare. Some of the names that have jumped off of the board for the Vikings. Clarence Celius has had a great game. He's coming off of a 15-point breakout matchup against Atlantic Cape, the last home game that Brookdale had. And both these teams are trying to shake off a couple of tough losses. For Ocean County, they lost on Saturday to CC of Philadelphia, 89-66. They had 23 turnovers, Ocean County did in that game, 13 of 20 from the foul line. 4-4 on the season under third-year head coach Pat Boylan, who's done a fantastic job with this team this year. I was talking to him pregame. His keys to the game are rebounding, and they play a lot of zone. That was one of the things that they wanted to do pregame, play a lot of 2-3 zone. We have seen that give Brookdale some difficulty at times tonight. A jump ball is called. This will stay here with the Jersey Blues. As you see Victor Figueroa check out of the game. Checking in for him is Joe Gargiulo, the 6'2 freshman from Howell. Ocean County leads by 3. And a turnover there, but a foul before the ball goes out of bounds. This is going to go against Ocean County. This might be on Francisco. And it will be. That is the third personal foul on Carson Francisco. So Francisco's got 3. Kyle McMahon has got 4. DeAndre Smith inside to Beon Wilson. That's the second slam dunk he has had in this matchup. And he brings Brookdale to within 1. Officials just stopped play momentarily. Our officials this evening, Sean Shepard, Steve Taylor, and Fred Leo. Coach Chizak on the sidelines. He told me his keys to the game where his team just needs to play defense. They come off of a tough loss to Cumberland County on Thursday, 75-73. Cumberland only outscored Brookdale by 1 point in each half, so that gives you an idea of how close that game was throughout. But the turnovers were a big factor in that game. Brookdale had 25. They average about 20 coming into this matchup. As Jelani Carter just picked up his second personal, he heads to the bench. Joe Gargiulo at the foul line now for a 1-and-1. And that is the 8th team foul on Brookdale. And we still have nearly a whole nother 10 minutes of basketball to play. Gargiulo, 2 for 2 from the line, and the Vikings lead by 3. Remember, the last time Ocean County was in this building, they were able to beat Brookdale. That was back on January 15th earlier this year, last season. They won in a close one, 73-71. We may be heading that way with the way this game is going. Shot clock down to 10 here for Brookdale. Demir Fitch finds Wilson driving to the lane. No, but a foul goes against Brookdale. And I think this may go on Beon Wilson. That's his second. And the team's 9th personal foul, so this will be foul shots at the other end for Ocean County. And I talked about the turnovers for Brookdale when I was talking about that game against Cumberland. They had 25 in that game. They averaged 20. And they have had 25 turnovers or more in 3 of the last 5 games. That has really been their Achilles heel. They've been in a lot of close games, and certainly they have a lot of talent on the floor, but they have got to clean up those turnovers. That was something that Coach Chizak was telling me pre-game in our meeting as Francisco grabs the rebound but was on the baseline. Beon Wilson, a nice feed from the perimeter. Fitch comes in there, counted and 1. And that is the 4th foul on Carson Francisco. So even though Ocean County has been able to at times be in control of this game, and they only have 4 team fouls this half, They are slowly starting to run into some foul trouble. Fitch too strong from the line, nearly stripped away on the floor. Francisco and a foul. Actually, this will be a kickball instead on Francisco. I thought Carson may have picked up his 5th foul. He'll go to the bench. It's Brookdale ball. They have an opportunity to regain the lead. Adam Kukai, Tyrese Bryant, Beon Wilson, Demir Fitch, and DeAndre Smith on the floor for the Jersey Blues. And another turnover here. Gargiulo going 1-on-2. He lost it, but he's able to recover and saves it to Figueroa. Brookdale on a man-to-man defense. Here's Dillard over to Anthony Pettit-Claire. Dillard, who had a 3 earlier in the game, tries again. This one off the mark. And Smith, a long rebound. Kukai, left wing 3. Rims out, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Gargiulo. Nine minutes left here in the second. Figueroa guarded by Bryant. Pat Boylan shouting out instructions from the sidelines. Figueroa goes 1-on-1 to the rim, blocked away by Fitch. It'll stay here with Ocean, but with only 4 seconds on the shot clock. DeAndre Smith comes in for Dave Calloway, and we continue to see the heavy amount of substitutions that Brookdale has had in this game. That's a strategy move. Trying to keep as many fresh legs on the floor as possible. Inbound is deflected and taken away. Wilson up to Bryant. Bryant, a wonderful move, and he lays it in, and he gets the lead. 62-61, Brookdale back in front. Dillard traveled. And the Collins Arena really starting to get into this game. It has been close throughout. And for the Jersey Blues, they're looking up at that scoreboard going, oh no, not again. They have been in so many close games this year. They've played well. They just can't seem to figure out a way to close it out in the end. Question will be, can they close this one out? They have a 1-point lead. And it's taken away here by Gargiulo. Nice anticipation, and Gargiulo lays it in with an easy layup. And a timeout called by Coach Chizak. With 8:15 to play, you see Gargiulo there with the right-hand layup. So you see third-year head coach Pat Boylan there in the gray suit talking with his team. Talked about him earlier in the broadcast, played basketball at Bucks County College and Delaware Valley University, getting a chance to play actually in the Division III NCAA tournament. He, of course, led this team to an 11-14 record. They are 4-4 this year, and they've got some talent. They are a team that you do not want to sleep on. 10th in the Region 19 standings. A very talented team that is attempting to snap a 2-game slide. They've had consecutive losses to Union, and that loss that I mentioned earlier to CC of Philadelphia on Saturday. So Boylan telling me pregame rebounding, transition offense and defense, 2-3 zone. Defense were going to be the strategies this evening, and they have been able to slow down Brookdale. Brookdale is a team that usually likes to run an up-tempo offense. We really haven't seen Brookdale be able to establish that so far. They've been shooting the ball fairly well, though, for a team that only averages around 73 points a game. Callaway to Kukai. Wilson in the paint. Now back out Callaway, a three. This one off the rim, no, and a nice rebound by Francisco. Pettit Clare on the drive, throws it up there off the glass and in. What a play. And what a shot by Pettit Clare. Vikings go back in front by three. Wilson short on the right wing three. Alan Ozoje is getting ready to check in for Brookdale at the next whistle. Gargiulo takes Wilson one-on-one and lays it in with the left hand. Joe Gargiulo has exploded in this second half. As nearly another turnover there. Victor Figueroa nearly had another steal. DeAndre Smith, Jelani Carter, and Alan Ozoje all come onto the floor for Brookdale. Blues down by 5. A bounce pass in the Ozoje, posting up, high off the window. It's good for Alan Ozoje. And Jersey Blues again within 3. Dillard in the corner. Rebound Ozoje. Carter now on his way, lost it, had it poked away from behind. It'll stay here with 22 on the shot clock. Smith will inbound. Looking nearly a 5-second call, he gets it into Fitch. Smith being guarded by Gargiulo. Ozoje traveled. Coach Chizak on the sidelines, talking with some of his players. Wearing basketball sneakers tonight in a tribute to his godfather who is battling cancer. Gargiulo this time almost went one-on-one with Adam Kukai. Nasir Dillard guarded tightly by Smith. He gets around Smith and he draws the foul. There's those shoes on the side for Coach Chizak. Trying to honor his godfather who, again, is going through cancer. Almost every single one of us knows someone who's been affected by that terrible disease. So a nice tribute there. Meanwhile, at the foul line, Dillard hits the first attempt. The 5'8 freshman from Toms River averages around 9 points a game, but had a season-high 19 points against Salem on November the 26th. And actually for Dillard, this is not one of his strong shoots. He only shoots 42% from the line, but he makes them both. And a timeout called by Pat Boylan. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here on Brookdale TV with 6:08 to play. Brookdale 2-5 on the year. They have had some really close and tough losses this season. They lost their season opener to Camden by 2, 80-78. Lost to Middlesex, one of the top teams in the Region 19 Conference. That was a tough loss, 84-58. That was at Middlesex back on November the 16th. But then look at the other 3 losses that Brookdale has this year. An 83-82 loss to Passaic on the road on November 19th. A 55-53 loss to Union County here at home a few weeks ago. And then on Thursday night, a 75-73 loss to Cumberland. Looking to try to pull it out here in a close game. Ocean has led by 7. That is their largest lead of the night. They've done that twice. Blocked away there by by McMahon. It'll roll out of bounds and stay Brookdale ball with 13 to shoot. And again, we remind you, coming up immediately following our men's basketball game will be the women's basketball match between Ocean County. That game coming up at around 7 o'clock. As soon as we're done here, Wilson may have gotten away with an extra step, but he puts it in. And the Jersey Blues are once again within 3. Gargiulo gets around Kukai, rejected by Wilson. And on the break, here's Smith to Kukai in the lane. He draws the foul. And you see how quickly Brookdale can get up the floor as Kukai drew the foul. It's on Anthony Pettit-Clare. That is his first and the team's 5th foul. So Ocean County not in any danger of hitting the bonus just yet. Brookdale is maxed out with team fouls. As Kukai, one of those explosive players, shoots 42% from the three-point line. The 6'1" freshman from Staten Island. 0 for 2 from the foul line, and that one would not have counted anyway. Or no, hold on, is this a foul on Brookdale? It is. I thought it was a lane violation, but instead the officials call a foul on Jelani Carter. That is his 3rd. So Anthony Pettit-Clare, who picked up the foul on defense, is now at the line. The 6'3" sophomore from Bayville. Front rim no good on the attempt. Kyle McMahon checks out for John Duda. Anthony Pettit-Clare close to 200 points this season on the side for Ocean County, as Coach Chizak is getting an explanation from one of the officials on the sideline. Officials have been quite busy this evening. Sean Shepard, Steve Taylor, and Fred Leo. A lot of fouls here in the second half with a close matchup. Trying to keep the game fair. Ocean County ahead by 4. A lob in for Ozoje. A little teardrop jumper doesn't fall, and the rebound pulled down by Dillard. And now time starting to become a factor, approaching 5 minutes left here in the game. Francisco, one-on-one with Wilson. Francisco was trying to flip it over to Clare. It was last touched by Kukai. "11 seconds on the shot clock for Ocean. And a turnover there. Pettit-Clare was trying to throw it off of one of the Brookdale players as Ozoje at the other end with the emphatic dunk. And it's a 2-point game. Brookdale sticking with this man-to-man defense. Inside, Clare double teamed. Jump ball is called. It'll stay here with Ocean County with 16 to shoot. Clare was lucky. He got away, I believe, with an extra step there, battling downstairs with Wilson and Kukai. Here is Pettit-Clare. Out to Duda. And a turnover there as Ozoje picks it up off the deck. Smith. Over to Kukai, who's been fairly quiet from behind the three-point line this evening. Ozoje, turnaround jumper is short. Carter the rebound, puts it up and in, and we're tied at 70. Jelani Carter led the way for Brookdale in that loss to Cumberland. He had 28 points on Thursday night. Gargiulo directing traffic. Over to Pettit Claire. Lost it again. Ozoje. As Carter was trying to get it to be on Wilson, and Wilson was not ready for it. And that was an opportunity for an easy two that Brookdale cannot convert upon. And we still remain tied up at 70. The men's basketball team has not yet seen overtime this year. We might be headed that way. Francisco rolls off the rim. Rebound Duda forces it up and in. There was some contact there with Ozoje, but he's able to muscle it in for a tough two. Carter, left wing three, left it short. Wilson there with the rebound, out of bounds. It'll stay here. Ocean County clinging to that 2-point lead. Smith looking, finally gets it in to be on Wilson. Shot clock at 15. Wilson goes baseline to the rim, +2 and the foul for Beyond Wilson. Foul is on John Duda. That's his second. Beyond Wilson at the line. Can't complete the three-point play. A foul here. It's staying on this side of the floor as this is on the Vikings. And we'll check the number. This may be on Kyle McMahon, who was already in some foul trouble. He had 4 personal fouls, and that is his 5th. So McMahon is now fouled out of the game. As Carter awaits 2 shots from the foul line. McMahon will check out. Nazir Dillard, who's played actually very well, has had a couple of threes and has also been able to get a couple of steals on the side for the Vikings. This is a 1-and-1. Not 2 shots for Carter, as that was only Ocean County's 7th team foul. Carter can't convert, and we remain tied at 72. Gargiulo nearly lost it out of bounds. Now he goes coast to coast. Gargiulo threw it up there off the window, no. Francisco at midcourt, out of bounds, Ocean ball. What a close game this is in. And Pat Boylan says, I think I'm going to take a timeout with 2:33 left here in the second. Just to talk things over, he has 3 timeouts remaining. And we'll burn one here just to try to discuss how this next 2 minutes and 33 seconds are going to go. Gives us a chance to look at the Region 19 conference standings. At the top, of course, Middlesex at 8-4 on the year, a perfect 8-0 in region play. CC of Philadelphia right behind them at 11-1 on the year, 9-1 in Region 19 play. Then Northampton, Cumberland, and Montgomery, your top 5. Ocean County 10th in the standings at 4-4. And Brookdale 16th at 2-5 on the year. So definitely an area of improvement to be worked upon for both of those two teams to jump their way up in the conference standings. But as I said, Brookdale has been in a lot of games this year. They've had a lot of close losses, and for Ocean, they have progressively gotten better as we have hit the month of December. We'll see how this last 2 minutes and 33 seconds plays out. Fred Leo, our referee, is going to have Anthony Pettit-Claire inbound right in front of the scores table. Francisco around the screen, keeps going. Too far underneath the basket, it's rejected by Ozoje. And now Brookdale with the game tied at 72 can take the lead on this possession. Smith now will actually walk it over to Coach Chizak, and he will take a timeout. With 2:12 to play, possibly going to draw something up here. It's a 30-second timeout. Actually make that a full timeout for Brookdale. Brookdale has a long stretch of home games coming up. They have one trip on the road this Saturday down to Rowan College at Gloucester County. But then they have 4 consecutive home games stretching deep into the month of January. They're back home on December 17th against Salem. That'll be our next men's basketball game live here on Brookdale TV. Then home against Sussex County, which is a makeup game from what was supposed to be a doubleheader last Tuesday, but there was a heavy amount of snow that came through Monday night of last week. Sussex Community College, which hails out of Sparta, New Jersey, got nearly a foot of snow, so game was postponed as a result. It'll be played on December 19th here in the Collins Arena. Then they have Bergen here at home on January 9th and Passaic on January 14th. So even though those games are at home, those are definitely not easy games by any stretch of the imagination. As Pat Boylan looking on there on the sidelines for Ocean County. Ocean picked up a big win on the road last year in the regular season. The last time these two teams met, actually. January 15th earlier this year. Ocean won 73-71. Look at the scoreboard. We're not that far away from that. A tight game in these closing minutes. Carter will inbound. Carter is on the floor with Smith, Ozoje, Wilson, and Kukai for Brookdale. Wilson guarded by Pettit-Claire. Smith thought about a three. Now back to Smith. Three on the way is good. It's a 3-point lead now for the Jersey Blues, under 2 minutes to play. Do the Vikings have an answer? Pettit-Claire, a foul here on Carter. As he bumped into Pettit-Claire at the foul line. And that is the 4th personal foul on Jelani Carter. So Anthony Pettit-Claire, one of the best foul line shooters on the team. Shoots at 80%, hits the first attempt. Victor Figueroa will check in for Nasir Dillard. Second attempt for Pettit-Claire is good. 1-point game and a timeout. As Pat Boylan will want to discuss things with his team down by 1. I mentioned the upcoming schedule for the Jersey Blues. Let's talk about the upcoming schedule for Ocean County. They have 4 straight home games, all coming within 7 days of each other. Down on their home floor, they'll take on Passaic on December the 12th. Then they're home against Northampton on December the 14th. On the 17th, they'll take on Atlantic Cape. And then Middlesex on December 19th, all at home for Ocean County. Middlesex at the top of the conference standings, Northampton in 3rd. Passaic and Atlantic Cape, all very good, high-quality teams in the Region 19 Conference. So those will be tough tests for the Vikings. But as I said, Pat Boylan in his 3rd year has done a very nice job not only recruiting, but is building something at the university that is working really well. So out of this timeout, we'll see what Brookdale will draw up as far as offense is concerned. They have the ball with a 1-point lead, but they have to inbound the ball and have to go all the way across midcourt. And from what it appears, Ocean County is going to go to a full court man-to-man press. Smith to inbound. A turnover, Figueroa along the baseline, but he throws it away. A dangerous, dangerous play there for the Jersey Blues. They catch a break as Figueroa was trying to get it out to one of his teammates, and there was just nobody home. But again, full court defense here for Ocean County, trying to pressure Brookdale into a mistake. Kukai gets it in, goes to the rim. Kukai draws the blocking foul. He'll shoot 2. And Kukai looks like he was a little shaken up. He draws the foul there on Figueroa. It's the first on Victor and the 8th on Ocean. So Adam Kukai, the 6'1" freshman from Staten Island. I mentioned earlier his explosive play on the floor. Averages around 12 points a game, 67% average from the foul line this season. 1 of the 2. And it remains a 2-point lead for Brookdale. 90 seconds left here in the ballgame. Reminder coming up, women's basketball, Brookdale versus Ocean as soon as we're done here. Dillard, and that'll be a moving screen on John Duda. A costly mistake there for Ocean. That is the 3rd foul on Duda. Now the question will be, how long will Ocean County wait before they foul? They do have some time left. Dillard all over DeAndre Smith at midcourt. Shot clock down to 15. Smith going to take it himself and lays it in with the left hand. And a whistle here. As we take another look at this last layup with the right hand, by DeAndre Smith. Officials are checking something at the scorer's table. Coach Chizak making sure everyone's set. Not sure what this is about. It looked like a clean basket for Smith. Pat Boylan gets a brief explanation from one of the officials, and here we go. 59 seconds. Ocean down by 4. Petitclerc, a 3 off the heel. Dillard comes flying in with the rebound, puts up the 3. It's good! Timeout, Ocean. Nasir Dillard. He's had a couple of those tonight from straight on at the top of the key, and it could not have come at a better time for Ocean. Wow. The 5'8" freshman from Toms River putting on a great performance. He had a season-high 19 points against Salem on November the 26th earlier this season. Trying to achieve a new season high tonight. So with 48.9 seconds to go, Brookdale again will have the ball. They lead by 1. Along with the rest of our BTV crew, I am Tim Catalfamo, flying solo tonight. My broadcast partner, Brian Goudsward, is off on assignment. And this doubleheader between Ocean County and Brookdale, kind of a cross-county rivalry between these two teams. Of course, Brookdale, one of the powerhouses here in Monmouth County. Ocean County, of course, from Toms River within Ocean County. And it doesn't really matter how great or how poor each team is playing. Each time they match up against each other every season, it always seems to be close. And especially that has been the case on the men's basketball side the last couple of years. 45 seconds left. Brookdale cannot obviously hold for the final shot. They're looking at the shot clock. It's down to 20. Ozoje to Kukai. Thought about that three. Now back to Smith. Shot clock at 12. Beyond Wilson. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 7 now. Smith, the long two is good. 80-77. Brookdale in front by 3. Gargiulo for 3. No. But the rebound is saved by Duda. Duda, a desperation shot. That one off the rim, no. Rebound Ozoje. And Smith is fouled with 4.8 left. Ocean County had a shot. But all Smith needs to do is make one foul shot from the line and pretty much put this game out of reach. So DeAndre Smith, the 6-foot freshman from Neptune, looking to try to put this game away. And he does. 81-77. Jelani Carter will, nope, actually Brookdale's going to take a timeout. 4.8, not taking any chances. Brookdale has been in so many close games this year that they want to make sure that everyone is on the right page. And the reason why this matters is because Brookdale is in the double bonus. If Brookdale were to commit a foul on this inbound, not to say that they would, but if there was any type of contact, it would automatically be 2 shots from the line. If Ocean County is fouled while shooting a 3, which at this point, if you're head coach Pat Boylan, I'm not really sure if you have any other choice. You have to go for a 3 and hope you get fouled. And I think that's what Coach Chizak just wants to make sure his team understands, that even if Ocean County makes that 3, you cannot, under any circumstance, foul and give them an opportunity to tie the game up. Program note, women's basketball against Ocean County coming up at approximately 7 o'clock. It'll be a little bit delayed because the men's game is running a little bit long. But we will have live coverage of that game here on Brookdale TV as soon as we're done with this one. So again, DeAndre Smith at the line. He's got one more foul shot coming. And if he can knock this one in, it would be a 5-point lead. Virtually insurmountable for Ocean County, but crazier things have happened. He misses it. And a timeout taken immediately by Ocean with 3.6 seconds left. So again, similar situation to what we were just talking about a moment ago. Pat Boylan, I would assume, is obviously going to try to draw up a play where somebody, I'm not sure who, would take a three-pointer. John Duda is one of the best three-point shooters on the team. He shoots around 43% from behind the arc. And then, of course, the hope is not only does he make the 3, but that he gets fouled while shooting it. And if Brookdale could hold on, this will be a much needed win after so many tough losses this season. Figueroa to inbound. Duda, Dilliard, Pettit Clare, and Gargiulo are on the floor. It goes to Dillard. Dillard throws it up there, no. And with 0.4 seconds left, it will be Brookdale basketball. So Ocean County took a shot, but will not be able to knock off the Jersey Blues tonight. A big win here at home. Final score, 81-77. Brookdale doing a very nice job closing out the game. I mentioned earlier, out of the 5 losses that they have had this season, 4 of them have been decided by 2 points or less, and they just had that loss to Cumberland County on Thursday night where they lost by 2. So desperately just trying to get back in the winning column and try to close out games. That was something that Coach Chizak told me pregame in our meeting. We just have to close out games. We have to play defense. We have to do a lot of other things on the side of on that side of the floor, but we've got to be able to figure out a way to close games out. In the end, they do it. They take down Ocean County. Ocean County, of course, falls to 4-5 on the season. Brookdale improves to 3-5 and will look to go on the road to take on Rowan College at Gloucester County on Saturday. So that'll do it for our men's basketball coverage here live on Brookdale TV. The women's basketball matchup between Ocean County will be coming up next at approximately 15 or 20 minutes from now. So keep it locked here on Brookdale TV. For our entire BTV staff, I'm Tim Catalfamo. We'll see you for the Ocean County women's basketball tip-off between Brookdale tonight in a few moments here on BTV.
Hello, the key to the success is the Education Club at Brookdale, and I'm here with the president. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. This Evolving Fair is so fun. Can you tell me more about the Education Club?
It has so many things to offer you. It's amazing.
And can you tell me just one thing about the Education Club that you think is like the best part about the club that you really think students should join?
You meet new people. That's first. Second, we have amazing advisors. Professor Latte and Marshall, they're amazing, and they'll help you with your classes. I know they're also professors. I have Professor Latte this semester, and she's amazing so far.
This club looks so fun, and you're so awesome. I'm going to be a great president.
Thank you.
We are here with the Fashion Club, a.k.a. the people who look the best in this fair. How you guys doing over here?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We got the drip on lockdown. You know what I mean? We got the drip on lockdown. Fashion Club. You know how it is.
Ooh, I don't know what that means, but tell me more about Fashion Club.
We look at fashion from all decades and all that. You know, looking fresh, looking fleet, be inspired by fashion, wondering how fashion influences us, make some Brookdale fashion shows. You know, something light.
What did you love about being part of the Fashion Club? Why do you love